Well, hi friends, this is Brooke from Urban Paper Crafter, and I thought this was going to be starting on me. Oh wait, there we go. I'm still figuring this out too. So anyways, hi everybody. It's, let's see, 2 o'clock. I'm actually starting right on time. Yay! And I just have a couple things that I want to show you today. And so I think now that we're closed for the day, it's 2 o'clock. Um, he's gonna get me a glass of wine, so that seems like an appropriate time for wine today. So, anyways, I have a few things I want to show you, and I'm gonna clip it into my phone holder here, and hopefully I don't lose us while we do it. So, let's get started. Okay, I think we have it. All right. So, um, we were really busy. Hi, Judy. Um, so my other half here is gonna log on the computer over there. I'm in the classroom today, and he's gonna tell me if you guys have any questions or comments as we go along. Because when I film this way, I don't get to see the comments. I think at some point we may get this system changed up a little bit, but for now, this is what we have. So we've been really busy today. With the phone ringing and people picking things up. So I appreciate that. You guys are awesome. And we didn't turn on the heat today, so it got pretty cold in here until we heated it up with all of our moving around. But I'm really excited to show you guys the first of our online classes that we're going to do. So this is a Happy Easter, Happy Spring card class. And it features some brand new dies. So this is going to be a new concept for us, and we're going to try to develop card classes and mini albums and little projects as we go along to help you guys keep busy and keep crafting, because, you know, we have, can you turn it down maybe just a little bit though? Because I can hear it all the way over here. Because we have a little extra time on our hands. So this beautiful card class features some new dies from one of our favorite companies out of Oregon, and so we do have them in stock as well. So if you see anything that you like, be sure to let us know, because I think we have most of them in stock. So with this class, what you're going to get is you're going to get all the card bases and all the die cuts, and there's a lot of die cuts here, and I know because we have been die cutting for days, it seems like. And so what we're going to do then is we're going to create a private Facebook group, and I'm going to, while I talk, I'm going to kind of zoom in so you guys get some better views. Ah, there he is, showing up with the wine. So, aha, yay! Crafting with wine is always fun. So, you'll get all this, and then what we'll do is we'll create a private Facebook group, and we'll log in. I think we're going to try to do it this Sunday. Is that correct? Sunday in the afternoon, when everybody's taking care of whatever Sunday morning activities that they need to do from home, obviously. But and then we will log on to this Facebook and we'll craft together. I'm going to make these, and I'm going to show you guys how I did it. I will also send out a list. These are just using Distress Inks to color. I'll send out a list of colors that I used. You can use whatever colors you want. Okay, if you have other blendable inks, those will work totally fine. The goal of this class is to have some fun. You'll be able to chat in the group with each other. You'll be able to ask me questions, because I'll have it figured out by then. And then you can make some beautiful Easter cards. And the cool thing about this one is that this class here is going to be $25 with shipping included. So we will mail you the kit when you register, and it should get to you with plenty of time. So anyways, I am so excited to show you guys this. These cards are stunning. And if you guys need any better visuals on them, do let me know, because I'll send out some pictures in the email newsletter tomorrow. So, wine in a paper cup. Seems appropriate. Okay, so that was what I really wanted to show you today for sure. But also, we just got a box of goodies from Wow embossing powder, and I think some of these are restock items, but I haven't totally looked through here yet. We just opened the box. Are we even going to be able to see? Oh, you guys are going to be up close. We opened the box this time because if you caught our live from Saturday where we had to try to open the box, that didn't work quite as well left-handed while holding the phone. So we just got in more of these Wow embossing heat tools, and these ones are really great. I'm going to, I have one sitting over here on the table, but these ones have a dual heat, and so they're nice and strong for heat, and they melt things very, very quickly. But then they have a lower setting too if you don't need quite that much power. Really, really nice heat tools. Those are back in stock. Maybe I think I need a garbage can. I'm getting stuff like everywhere. Like everywhere. It'll be interesting to see what the store looks like once we're back to open. Maybe we'll be extra clean. That'll be great, wouldn't it? Okay, so it's very staticky. And oh, these I think these are the ones that I was waiting for. Yes. So these are the new trios here. These are the new trios from Seth Apter. So this one is called Metals, and I am going to make some samples. I was really hoping these were in the box. I wasn't sure. I'm going to make some samples today so that you guys can see what these look like. Really, really cool. I love the trios because the trios usually have a set of colors that go nicely together. Oh, and we're restocked on these too. So this is one of my favorite pads for embossing. It stays long. It stays wet and sticky for holding on your powder a little bit longer than some of the other options. So it's really, really nice to use for embossing, stamping embossing. And then this one is a restock here. Oh, so this one right here, when the phone just rang for him, but I'm going to have him bring over an album kit that we have that'll be available soon, because I want to show you guys this one right here. So see this clear gloss ultra high? If you guys haven't played with ultra high before, it is really fun in the effects that it can do. Different than standard. So, oh good, and here's my other one. Yeah, that one. Yeah. So let me grab one of these. Thank you. And, okay. So then this is the other embossing trio. So we've got, God, look at how beautiful these colors are. Oh my gosh. So you've got Blue Moon, Sea of Tranquility, and Space Dust. Okay, so I think what we'll do is we'll just make some samples of those so that you guys can see. And, oh, well, since he brought it over, these peanuts everywhere. Since he brought this over, this is an album that we will have, an album kit that we'll have available shortly. But see how the title on here looks, it's like amazing. This is like doing glossy accents. You know how you can do glossy accents and cover this, but you don't have the bubble issue, and you get much, much better coverage. I just love using that. Okay, so that is the Clear Gloss Ultra High. So, let's see. I am going to make samples, there's a lot of stuff that you can do when you're making samples, but I do suggest, especially if you have, you know, kind of mixed media embossing powders or something like that at home, it is a great idea to make yourself some swatches so that you have an idea of what they look like. So when I make them in the store, I usually make them 1 inch by 1 inch or something. And to speed things along, this 1 inch score tape makes things really, really easy. Okay. Now here's the cool thing. With the score tape or Elizabeth Crafts double-sided tape or any of those strong double-sided tapes that you have, you can actually put these on the back of cardstock and you can die cut right into this side here, and you can create stickers that have a that have a sticky on the front of them. So you could turn any of your die cut shapes into something that looks like what we're making today. So I'm just making myself some squares here real quick. And I hope you guys can still see. This is not the exciting part. It's kind of like watching water boil. But okay, so I only need 6 of these because they're trios and I have 2 of them. So I'm pretty good at that. So we have 6 each of these trios in stock for now, obviously because we just unpacked them, and we'll have them ready for pickup tomorrow. So if you decide you want any of these trios, be sure to either message me on Facebook, write it here, or send me an email so we can set them aside for you. Okay, so I've got these little guys here. So what I'm going to do is, when you use the WOW embossing powder, is a really, really great brand of embossing powder. It is the best, actually. And so these ones here, these are double treated for anti-static, maybe triple treated, I can't remember, but treated for anti-static at any rate. And so what you want to do when you're using these is you want to be careful. You don't want to dump them back into, you know, those little trays that have the drain spout where you can dump stuff in, they're plastic, and then you dump it out, and those are great for sequins and beads and things like that. But with WOW embossing powder, you don't want to use that because they've been treated with the anti-static stuff. You don't want to put them. Next time, Kathy, you can prep. Grab a glass of wine and come and sit down with us. So yeah, we could be open for carry out officially if we sold wine. That's a good idea. Next time. So when you put it in one of those things, you can introduce the static back into your powder, and then that makes it you know, a bit more of a mess. So let's give these a shot and see. So we're gonna first do moon dust, maybe. Just kidding. There we go. So the nice thing about doing 1-inch squares is that when you, just kidding, okay, hold on. When you pull these off, I can't read that. I'm getting notes from my producer. It said hi. I don't know. He's like Wilson on Home Improvement. Oh, Sharon from South Carolina. Did I guess that right? Yep. And Tess, Carla, Candace. Oh, you guys are all joining me. I'm so happy to see you guys. Oh, it makes me so happy. Oh my gosh, you guys. Oh, this is so pretty. So anyways, what I like to do is, just to make my samples, I just dip it in the bottle. Just like this. Then I don't have the mess of dumping it out and stuff. So this one here, this is the, what did I call it? This is the Blue Moon. We're right now in the Cosmic. This is the Cosmic one. So I'm using this non-stick mat here from Imagine Crafts. The Ranger mat actually works a little bit better for embossing powders, but I'm not going to have a lot of spillage today, so I won't have too much of an issue. Okay, so what you want to do is, when you do your embossing, if you take your gun and just heat it up a little bit prior to getting it to your embossing powder, it'll be a lot quicker. Okay, so I'm going to just take this real quick. And you thought today's demo was going to be really fast-paced and exciting. Nope. Oh, you get to see embossing powder melt. But wait until you guys see this one. Holy cow. There's always some... Does that say Katie Cook? But yet you put an H in there. I'm getting sticky notes. So, okay, let me turn this off. Can you guys see this? Is that in focus? Whoa, right? Hi, Katie. That is awesome. 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 Okay, so let's do the next one. I get really excited. There's something magical about embossing powders, I tell you, because it's like you look at them in the bottle and they look like they're going to be cool. But then when you melt them, they are cool. And sometimes they're very, very surprising. So this one here is the color. This is Sea of Tranquility. And for the time being, these trios or these embossing powders are only available as trios. So if you do decide that you want them, you'll need to get the full set, which is okay because I have a pretty good idea that these are all gorgeous. So this guy's still pretty hot. So I'm just going to go ahead and melt this one. Hi, Tracy. Oh, and Allison. Are you on from Australia? How are you guys doing out there? Staying healthy, I hope. Oh man, you guys. I wish you guys were here so that I could show you this in person, but these are just so pretty. And all this stuff like, you know, night sky and cosmic and all that stuff, so popular right now. Look at that. Oh, gorgeous. Wait, where did I put my other finished one? Oh, I don't know. I've already lost things and I haven't even moved anywhere. Okay, so this last one that I'm going to demo from the Cosmic Trio, this one is called Space Dust. Do you see where it went? Oh, okay. Hey, Tammy. How are you doing? Thank you for joining us. Okay, so right before we got on here, some of you might know that my other half is a manicurist, and he looked at my fingernails, and he's like, "Ooh, let me at least file those." So maybe tomorrow when we do our live video, I can talk him into actually painting my nails. That was my plan, but you know, seems like when you're busy sitting at home, somehow you don't feel as busy doing those kind of things. So, okay, can you put all those lids on for me so that they don't spill? Okay, so and then this last one is called, see that lid's not on, is called Space Dust. Oh, it's hard to know. How do you pick which one is your favorite? They are so pretty. And I wish that I could hold these up to the camera like, but I think I'd just burn my hand, so that seems like a silly idea. You know, the funny thing about doing live videos is that you feel a lot of times like you're talking to yourself, but I guess this is how you learn to be your own best friend, right? So, okay, so this one is Space Dust. Can you guys see all the colors in there? There's like purples, there's blues. I think there might be a little bit of silver in there. Wow, so pretty. Okay, so I did find my other one. Why are you giving me those? What are you going to do? What do you want me to hold to the camera? Huh? Oh! Okay, so just so you guys know, he comes over with these scissors and he starts doing this. And then he says quietly, hold it up to the camera. I don't know what he's talking about, and I'm not entirely sure why he picked scissors from 1998, but there we go. Is it to hold the samples? Oh, I need like a roach clip or something. Oh, that crocodile tool. Do we have one of those? So anyways, okay, see, easily distracted. So, okay, so there are your three colors. That is Cosmic. Sorry, you guys, we got a little off topic. Okay, so, but this is our world. Okay, so now we want to do the metals. Okay, so this one includes crusty copper, weathered gold, and etched platinum. So these ones I think will be really awesome too. So Seth had a whole series of embossing powders with another company out of Canada, and I think those ones and these ones are targeted a little bit different, but that particular company had some issues with supplies, and I know WOW is usually really good about this. So we're very excited to see that they're with WOW. Plus, they're a great brand. The other brand is great too. They just I think they got a little overwhelmed. So I am having a lot of trouble getting these tops off. Okay, there we go. Okay, so this first one we're gonna do is weathered gold. Are you guys able to see okay? Are the samples coming out all right on the camera? Because I know it's, I feel like it's kind of like yesterday when we were waiting for that one last box to open and all the drama for the box to open. And then it was like, oh, we did need Misty's, but wasn't as exciting as like new stamps and dies that we didn't know were coming. So, oh, wow. Are you guys able to see the transformation as it melts? Look at that. I don't know that I actually even saw these at the show, to be perfectly honest. I just saw them on their website and ordered them. They had them at the show. I just don't know if I was paying any attention. So, yeah. Oh, hi, Renee. So, an anti-static cloth is always helpful. However, for the technique that I'm doing, you don't necessarily need it because I'm covering the whole surface. And I've got it on on adhesive right here, so it's not going to do you any good. However, if you're using, say, like a superfine black or a superfine white that you're going to use as a resist and you don't want those little dots, then the anti-static cloth, it's helpful. I find, personally, I use almost exclusively WOW brand, and I forget that thing a lot. And so I find a lot less stragglers with the WOW brand. But here's the thing. If you touch the paper before you stamp it and say you have a little greasy fingerprint or something like that, then that fingerprint can hold on. Even though the powder is anti-static, that fingerprint will act almost as if it were, your embossing ink, and hold on to it. So yeah, it's always a good idea, especially if you need specific detail. So the one that I'm doing right now is called Etched Platinum, and oops, there it goes. Wow, you guys, these are so gorgeous. I don't know, man. I think melting embossing powder might be one of my all-time favorite things, because every time they do it, I'm just like, whoa, look at that. So this one's a little toasty, but is it focused? Yeah, okay. Look at that. So it's got this shine of sort of like a warmed silver. That's the color of platinum. And you've got some black in there. Really, really pretty. And then our last one, this one's called Crusty Copper. Okay. Ooh, look at that. Look at the colors in this jar. Oops, there we go. Can you see that? Wow. Neat. So I think this one will be really pretty when it's melted. Okay. And maybe my other half could check and get us some prices on these. Is it? I think he can. Okay. So there's going to be our copper sample. So Jessica, apparently I'm not a big enough celebrity to have my nails done on the Constant. But you never know. Maybe over the next couple weeks we'll get kind of used to it. What do you think? Should I go through like a rainbow of colors? I think that would be pretty. Maybe start with a bright orange. Is there a bright orange in the case? Awesome. Orange is one of my favorite colors. It like doesn't hardly go with anything, and it doesn't look good as far as clothing goes, but it's such a happy color. It's like you see orange and you just want to smile, or you think of traffic construction. One of those two things. Okay, so this is the, what did I call this one? Copper. Crusty Copper. So there you go. So we have that one. We have the Etched Platinum, and we have the gold. Now, I forgot to put this light here on my, does that help? Does that lighten it up a little bit? Okay. So I'm not getting a whole lot of, I think you guys can see these. I'm going with yes. So that was what I wanted to show you guys. The other thing that can be kind of cool, let me see what I've got in here, is if you take, the other thing that's kind of fun with embossing powder is, okay, pretend I was cutting this with a paper trimmer. We kind of have to add this so that I don't jump up and grab a whole bunch of things. So the other thing that's kind of fun to do with embossing powder, and the ones with big chunks work really well for this too, is that you can take a little bit and you can, ooh, this one is so fun. That looks like, look at this. Can you see that? It looks like finely ground pepper on here. So let's see. So if you do like this, this will give you sort of a random background, but I don't know what it's going to look like. I know this works really well with those thick, chunky mixed media ones, like the 101 Dalmatian that these guys came up with. So let's see if I can do this without mucking it up. Okay. So then what you'll do is, so you sprinkle it, and then you heat from the bottom. And we're going to just see what we get here. So let's say I had a paper that I had done a really pretty night sky inked background on. This is a cool way then to add in some texture and some shine and randomness, right? Because I can't stamp the pattern that I'm just doing here with the powders. And so, but you have to heat from the bottom because you don't have any embossing powder to hold onto it. And now with this heat tool, it is very hot, so you want to make sure that it keeps moving around so it doesn't burn anything. Okay, so, but look at how cool that is, right? So this particular one, it's kind of more of a fine grit, but it still turned out really, really neat on the black paper. So over an inked background or even a pattern or something like that, I think you could get some really, really cool effects. So one thing to note about this heat tool, you might already have this heat tool, but I know whenever we do classes with WOW, they always remind us not to cover these these air vents. Really, really important. Even if you have another brand of heat tool that has these air vents, be sure to keep your hands away from those. Sometimes it's by nature you want to hold down here, but just try and train yourself to hold here, because when you can't get air in there to cool it down, and I've seen this at the show because somebody did it, this plastic safety tip that's keeping you safe from that really, really hot tip that's in there, it can melt and ruin your gun. So you want to keep your hands away from this. So what else do I have to show you? Okay, the other thing I wanted to show you guys, because this could be kind of neat, and we do have these pens in stock. For those of you guys that are waiting for the embossing bundle that we did, we don't have the daubers. However, if you would like to get your pens and then wait for the dauber when it comes, that is perfectly understandable. So this one here, these are the Distress Embossing pens. So it has the Distress Embossing ink, and you've got a bullet tip and a brush tip on here. So, wow, I did a really bad job cutting. Okay, disregard that completely unstraight line. So what you can do is you can color like that. That's the brush tip, or you can do a bullet, let's say something like that. And then what you would want to do for this one for sure is you're going to dump the powder. So let's pick, I don't know, Sea of Tranquility. Let's pick that one. So you just dump it on here, just like that. And so those new pens give you a lot of flexibility. And with these mixed media ones, being able to do scribbles and stuff like that, so awesome. So now you could heat this from the top or the bottom. But just so you guys can actually watch it melt, I'll do it from the bottom. So this one, what did I say this was? Sea of Tranquility? Is it on this? Yeah. Look at how beautiful that is. Oh, I just love it. And this heat tool is really hot. So even from the bottom, this is a thick, smooth cardstock that I'm using. Just a standard black one. Nothing special about it other than I picked this thick one because I wanted it to be sturdy. And so there we go. that is what that one looks like. And so those pens give you a lot of options for things that you can do with detail with your embossing powders. Anyways, you guys, that's kind of all I had to show you today, but I will be back tomorrow at 2 o'clock and I will have another demo for you. Thank you so much for joining me, and maybe I will have painted fingernails tomorrow. No promises, but maybe. A girl can hope. Anyways, have a great afternoon, you guys. We'll talk to you all soon. Bye-bye.